What's going on, everybody? Hold on one second. Good morning. So now that I'm not on Streamlabs anymore, I actually cannot see the chat until I get everything pulled up. But good morning. Hopefully everybody's having an amazing morning so far. Buenos dias, mi amigo, mi amigas. And let's post this on Twitter, and then we are ready to rock. Live, making a watch list. Boom. And then, hold on one second, everybody. Tweet, view, send now. Alrighty, let's do this. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, Eric, David, Steve, Robert, Juan, Caswell, Zachary, Izzy, Austin, 81, KG, Raymond, Spy Slayer, David, Rush, Alex, Richard, Don. Good morning. Let me know how you guys did yesterday. Did you guys make money, lose money, take no trades, get chopped up in the market? Let me know in the chat. But today is CPI. So hold on. Make sure the stream has 1080p for you guys. Yes, it does. Okay, good. Cool. So, also, how does my mic sound? Does it sound better? Does it sound worse? Let me know. Hi from the UK. What's up? Yeah, let me know about the mic. I got the little I don't even know what it is. The thing that goes on top of the mic, I guess, which helps filter the noise. Flat, that's okay. So yeah, let's review yesterday. So the main trade that I took was this QQQ right here. So as you guys remember, in yesterday's video, not only did I tell you guys to watch that 411 reject, let's pull up the watch list real quick. So as we can see right here, 4100 SPX is going to be key. Then we have these ES levels. And then on SPY, I said key area 406. If I had to watch a reject, it would be 411 to 411.5. You guys saw how I found that level yesterday. It was a weekly trend line that we came up to. We can review that level. The mic sounds good? Good. So we can review how I found that level. It was just a weekly trend line. I'll show you guys how I found it. And then for QQQ, I said this 315 to 315.5. I think the level was actually 315.48 was the bounce level. I said that was my higher probability bounce. So now if we head on over to QQQ, we can see, or 315.45, whatever it may be, we were able to snipe this entry, literally got a beautiful entry off of this trade. So as we see, we start trading down to the fib right here, trade down, and eventually we hit it. Now, at the same time, what am I looking at? The volume when we touch this level. That's why I use a 1 minute time frame to snipe my entries, because it literally shows me how are we reacting at this 1 minute area, or at this area in general. That's why I use that 1 minute. So lots of volume. What is that telling me? There were buyers down here ready to push price up, and we called this beautiful move back to the upside, came back down, it started holding the area again. Look at the volume. Buyers, push price up into a new high. Unfortunately, it didn't get to my price target. I wanted like 316.6 or like 316.7, something like that. And then I had to get ready to leave, so I was like, whatever, I'll just put my stop loss at break even. Eventually was stopped out at break even, and then eventually later in the day it just started pushing to the upside. So I was able to catch a nice little scalp off of that right there. And then as far as SPY yesterday, that 411 reject that I told everybody to watch, again, that was based off of a weekly trend line. So if we pull up the weekly time frame, and this was in the weekly watch list, or the SPY and QQQ levels. And if you guys could, make sure to smash that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. We got 182 people in here and only 40 likes. Remember, the like goal is 250 likes if you guys want the watch list posted in the chat today. So let's run this poll real quick. Did you like the video? And also make sure you guys are subscribed. I do go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, give you guys a watch list for free. But so As you guys know, we've had some consolidation in the market. It hasn't really been moving, or it hasn't been moving too much. First off, that's based off this weekly squeeze right here. Remember, when the weekly, or when a squeeze in general happens, the IV gets really low, and as a result, we kind of make smaller moves. So once that weekly squeeze fires, that's when we can see, you know, some big moves in SPY again. But as far as the trend line, all I did was take this right here. And this is how I found that reject area. Again, if you guys go and watch yesterday's stream, you see me literally draw it on the screen, say exactly where I'm watching for a reject. And as you can see, we came right up to that level yesterday and rejected right off of it. So that is how I found that area. Now, it said no data, then excellent connection. So hopefully we continue to stay on. Hopefully the internet doesn't go out. So yeah, so it's going to give us an insight on what to expect going into the next FOMC announcement. So what we're going to do is we're going to chart our levels for SPY, QQQ, ES, NQ. Yeah, inflation's making the light goal go up and up and up. We've been at 200 likes for the light goal for a really long time, so I do think it's time to up it. But let's find these levels for SPY, QQQ, ES, and NQ. We have CPI in 13 or 12 minutes now. So yeah, let's get these levels. Let's get them drawn for you guys. So again, 414, what is it? 414.04 is still the main area that I want to watch, but then the higher probability area is going to be up here at 418.5. That is the main area that I'm interested in. Both of these right here. Take that off. And then, let's see, we want that 50%. That's all the way up at 430, so I don't really care about that. We'll keep the 50 for now. Boom. So these are my main reject areas going into today. Hopefully we don't tag them based off of CPI. Hopefully it's during FOMC. That's what I would prefer. Honestly, there's no way of saying like, oh, if CPI comes in higher, we're going to dump, or if CPI comes in lower, we're going to pump. It's more so looking at the numbers and see how we react, because there's so many different things that come into play based off of those numbers and how they're interpreted. So it's not just, you know, higher, lower, good, bad. We got to see how the market reacts. But those are my main rejects as of now. I think, yes, we tagged that 61.8 yesterday at 411.24. Or no, that's not. Hold on, that was the 78.6. There we go. So if we're going to see the continuation on SPY, I want to see us above yesterday's high, 411.18. After that, we can see 412.75. And then finally, our reject areas. I'm going to wait to look for bounce areas for the time being until we actually get the news and I see if we top out or not. So that's just upside for right now, but we are going to come back once that CPI comes into play. Again, we have our ES levels drawn, and that 41.55 has been a key area. Again, the 50% retracement from one of those pivot high, pivot lows. Main rejects still 4,200 into, what is this high right here? 41.99.75 into 42.08.5 is the main reject. After that, nothing until 43.09, so hopefully we don't hit it based off of CPI. Hopefully it's FOMC that takes us up there. We can delete this right here. There we go. And then again, if I were to watch a bounce, it depends how hard they pull us. Like if the market pulls based off of CPI, I would be interested down here, but that's a pretty hefty drop. I mean, we're talking $9. Or no. $14 to the downside. So, we're just going to wait on that. Leave it there for now. Other areas we can watch. I mean, there's so many different areas of lows to highs. Could watch 40.54 to 40.26. Even have here to here. 40.76, 40.53. So we're going to wait for CPI, and then we'll come back to ES. Head on over to NQ. NQ main reject 13,441.25, and then 13,800, or what is that? 13,626 will come into play after that. We've been holding that 50% retracement as support, so I'll be interested at 12,907 for a bounce. And then QQQ, which actually needs levels. So where are we at right now? Okay, so we invalidated this. That 13 or 313 is still a major area of support. If I'm going to look for a reject, it isn't until 327, so we have a lot of room. If we start pumping, what are we trading at? 315, so we're talking $12, 321.63, and then depending on there we go. There's the 50%. Take this 50 off. There we go. Okay, so 313.2, interested in 311.2 if we start pulling. After that, nothing until 313 or 303. My bad. 303. So that's gonna be a pretty hefty pull. So that's pretty much basic analysis on SPY, QQQ, ES, and NQ. We're gonna have to wait until the CPI numbers to fully start diving deeper into QQQ and everything else. But this is just basic analysis for now. Again, if you guys could, make sure to click that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. 280 people in here, 111 likes. Remember, if you guys want the watch list, you guys got to run it up to 250 likes. Also, let me know how you guys did yesterday. I know we got new people tuning in. Did you make money, lose money, take no trades? Let me know. The indicator right above the TTM squeeze, all it is pretty much it's taking this volume right here and showing me exactly how much was buying and how much was selling. That's it. That's all it is. So the gray is how much the actual volume bar was. Green is how much of it was buying. Red is how much of it was selling. That is all. But, I mean, we got 7 minutes until CPI. Let me see if you guys asked any questions in the chat. No trades, yeah. Yeah, the theta. That's why I don't do 0 DTE. That's why I avoid 0 DTE. It's not like I don't use the person's pivots anymore. I only use them when there's no clear areas that I can visually see of support, resistance, or fibs. It's just right now my strategy is very reliant on the Fibonacci retracements, and it's been the most accurate strategy that I've had. So I've kind of just been going 100% with Fibonacci and trying to master that overall strategy. Like I'm slowly adding onto it day after day, back testing the fibs. But yeah, again, it's not like I don't use person's pivots. It's only when there's no clear areas that I can see. What other questions we got? We're waiting for CPI right now. So anybody tuning in right now, we're waiting for the CPI numbers. They drop in 5 minutes. Bear with me, be patient. I don't want to do too much analysis on SPY and QQQ and then the market absolutely rip one way and invalidate my levels. That's why we're kind of just sitting here waiting. You're in a short position. I wish you the best. Personally, I wouldn't swing into CPI or PPI. I wish you the best. I hope it goes in your favor. If you go on Google and just type in volume buy sell custom study thinkorswim, it should pop up right away. How's the new house? I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Except it's a brand new neighborhood, brand new house. So of course they're doing like internet stuff, power stuff. Internet keeps going out. The power went out yesterday a couple times. So there's that downside. But other than that, I love the house. Checklist, I mean, honestly, it's finding Fibs, you know, is there a clear-cut pivot high, pivot low? How are we acting at the retracement? Does it break and reclaim on the 1 minute? Is there 1 minute volume? Does the level 2 confirm? Where's my stop loss? That's pretty much it. So if I'm going to be looking to take this QQQ reject, if it confirmed it right here, boom, I'll get short as soon as the 1 minute time frame confirms. Let's see. Did the 1 minute confirm? I mean, honestly, in this scenario, yes, it did, because look at that 1 minute volume. That shows that there was a lot of selling. This candle held above it, ideally, which I wouldn't like to see. I like to see us very quickly reclaim the opposite side. I don't like when we hold above the area. So it held above it 2 candles, then it started breaking down. Ideally, again, I would like to see this and then the next candle open below. But if you went short, I mean, the volume confirmed it. You got 316.6. I mean, only a 30, not even a 30-cent move. And then your stop loss was right above here. So this candle would have stopped you out. So that's why I love the fibs. The stop loss is always so small. Anyways, we got 2 minutes. Again, make sure you guys are clicking that like button. 300 people in here. And how many likes we got? 139. You guys need 110 more likes to get the watch list posted in the chat. 110 likes. I think you guys can do it. Hold on. That's funny. Hold on, somebody just texted me something super funny. Anyways, all right. Whoops. Hopefully that doesn't knock out the internet. Ooh. All right. 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me pull up Twitter. You guys still hear me? Still says excellent connection. We're doing this 1 hour squeeze as well. 315 psychological level. Honestly, a lot of trading psychology. I think a point where I really went wrong was I neglected the whole trading psychology thing for a really long time. So I would say trading psychology books, The Daily Trading Coach. What's that one by Jared Tendler? That's an amazing book. The Mental Game of Trading, Trading in the Zone. There's so many good trading psychology books. Alrighty, let's see what's going to happen. Are we going to pump? Are we going to dump? One minute, or actually less than 1 minute. Who's blowing up my phone? Whoa. Pamp. We pamping. What are the numbers? I don't have the numbers yet. There we go. CPI year over year, 5%, forecast 5.1, previous 6%. CPI month over month, actual 0.1%, forecast 0.2%. US core CPI year over year 5.6, forecast 5.6, previous 5.5. US core CPI month over month 0.4%, forecast 0.4, previous 0.5. Let me pull this over so you guys see it. There we go. Alrighty. So, looking at the US CPI year over year actual, that came in 0.1% under the estimate and 1% below the previous. US CPI month over month actual came in 0.1% under the forecast and 0.3% under the previous. So lower than expected. US core CPI year over year actual, hold on. core. 5.6%, forecast 5.6%, so right on the money there. 0.1% higher than the previous. Core CPI month over month, 0.4%, 0.4%, right on the money. And then previous was 0.5%. So 0.1% lower. So pretty much right on the money with the estimates, 2 of them lower. And then this one was just 0.1% point higher. Sorry if you guys hear my phone buzzing. But does this mean, where are we at? I want to hit 414 so bad off of this pump. So bad. If we can hit this during market open, just not right now. Anything but right now. Oh, if you just wait for me. Just wait. But yeah, still 418.54 is going to be the key area. But I will try 414 to 415. Good news is, though, we do have a new fib that we can use. These are invalid. You can take here to here. Once it finds a high point. Let's hope it does not hit 414. Yes, and we can use tick today. So we can use a mixture of Grizzly's data trading strategy and tick. They're pretty much the same exact strategy. Plus 414, please do not touch it. If it blows through it, I want 418.50. All right, let's start typing. Tick rule is in play today. SPY. I mean, the data trading strategy is the same thing as the tick. Pretty much all you're looking for is a big news move based off, pump up, pump down, and then you're looking at the tick. Does the tick open up at plus 1500, negative 1500? Because when we open really low on the tick, there's a good chance that we pump until we get to zero. As you can see, zero is kind of the mean of the tick. Or if we open at plus 1500, let me see if I can find a good example. If we open at plus 1500 or more, 1600, 1700, the higher it is, the higher the probability that the overall market's going to pull back. So if we can open up here, there's a good chance that we're going to pull back at least until we get to zero. And we can take advantage of that through SPY or QQQ. Doesn't really matter. But if we can hold pre-market highs, like hang around pre-market highs, which is right now 413.50, and get that high tick reading, I'm very interested in a reject. Or if we hit 414. But before we start typing this, again, make sure you guys smash that like button. 362 people, 190 likes. Remember, 250 likes is the goal if you guys want to watch this in the chat. And before we start typing out the watch list, in case you guys did not know, I do have a 450-page book on Amazon titled The New Age of Technical Analysis. So if you guys are wanting to learn more about my overall trading strategy, how I'm finding all these levels, all the indicators I use, what I look for in swing trades and day trades, everything you need to know about my overall strategy, you can find it in this book right there. I know, I feel like we're more than likely about to hit it. SPY. We're just going to type 414.04 is one of my main rejects. Others are 415. Then 418 point, I think it was 418.5, wasn't it? Yep, 418.5. Highest probability. All right, so we're going to get that typed out for now. And we're going to wait until we find a top and start pulling back. That way we can find a potential bounce. Just taking pivot low, pivot high. That's only if 413.75 is the high point. So here are my bounces as of right now. We're going to have to wait. Let's see, where's that ES level? 4,200. Fee reject at 4,200. So 4,200 on ES. That is important. Very important. That is the level. I think that's where we topped out, right? Yep. 4,200 to 4,208. $4,200, $4,208. Guys are at 207 likes. You're getting close. QQQ would prefer if we touch 4,200. I would much more prefer that. QQQ, I mean, nothing until 327 is that main reject that I have. We're at 320. 320 would have been a nice reject. You know, we can look for bounces once we top out. So 320 was the reject from yesterday. We pretty much rejected it right here. We'll come back. We'll look for a bounce here in a minute once we find a top. SPX is cash session, but pretty much it moves with the futures. It's just different pricing. So SPX doesn't trade overnight. Let's see, no good reject until way up there. Again, we're going to have to wait and see for a potential bounce. Alrighty. QQQ. We'll take a look at individual names here in a second. Pretty much right off of 320. I mean, it got so close to that 414. So close. So we're going to watch 413.75 to 414 for the first area. All right, let's take a look at some individual names. See if we see anything good. Take a look at Apple. Kind of got this little wedge right here, but personally not interested in Apple, not until it gets to that monthly trend line. AMD, don't care about. Amazon, don't care about. Boeing. Doesn't look bad. Did not look bad. I will say that much. Over 214.5. So if you guys want to watch Boeing, feel free. Over 214.5. Baba. Gap down. Coin. Still has that gap to fill on the daily. I just don't necessarily see a good entry. I mean, maybe if it held 72.6 on the bids, I'd be interested to fill that daily gap up to 76.86. It's a big fat maybe though. Google don't care about. I think Meta is getting close to my level. I have a reject on Meta that I've been waiting for at 221. So maybe we can hit that today based off FOMC. Microsoft don't care about. Nvidia don't care about. Netflix don't care about. Tesla had that little inverse head and shoulders. I think we talked about this yesterday. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So that looks like that's breaking to the upside, but again, I don't necessarily see a good, I mean, maybe a bounce towards like 188.5 if you guys want to watch that. I'm probably not going to. I really want to just focus on spying QQQ, but there's some individuals that you guys can look at. If 413.75 is the high of pre-market, potential bounces at 411.75 and 411.25. Higher probability. Okay. ES is going to be 4,200. Can't believe it got 25 cents away. Again, make sure you guys are clicking that like button. We need 30 more likes. You guys are getting close. Head on over to QQQ. I mean, 320 would have been the area. So let's see, QQQ. Reject at 320. After that, main area is up at 327. And then if we don't break the highs, I mean, I definitely feel like we're gonna hit those bounces in the pre-market, I feel like. Was yesterday's close? Way down here. Bear with me. I mean, it depends how we react when we get down to these areas. I'll just say a safe bounce right now is around 315, but I do have other areas. Okay, we do have other areas. And then SPX. Let's see, we're at 41. We close at 4109. 69. I mean, 40, maybe 4133 on SPX for a potential bounce. I'll also watch 4150. Not going to put that in the watch list, but just some areas that you can keep on watch. Previous high point right here. But yeah, I'll watch 4150. I don't think. Again, I'm still trying to learn the calculations behind SPX, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near 4200. So maybe 4150 can be an area that we can watch today. We'll just have to wait and see. Cool. I mean, let's drop the watch list. That's pretty much it. Actually, we can watch yesterday's close. That's a good baseline area. Oh, wait, no. Close way down here. We'll put 410, but I have other bounces. Cool. Cool, cool. Alrighty, so we're about to hit the like goal. You guys need 200 or 2 more likes. You guys are super close. But like I said, tick rule is in play today. I would like to see us come back up towards these highs. Preferably would prefer 414 if we can get it. 25 cents off, unfortunately. And look for reject depending on where the tick opens. But other than that, I will watch 410 just as like a psychological area. But I do want to watch these fibs right here. Those could come into play. They could not. They could get invalidated in the pre-market. That's why I took them off the watch list. But 410 psychological. Also watch 415 psychological. 4150 on SPX. But the main thing that I want today is that 4200 out of ES. It's the main thing I'm going to watch. So, no, the tick, pretty much when you're getting a strong tick reading, it's telling you that a lot of stocks are having a strong move up, and then vice versa to the downside. So just by looking at tick, CK, you pretty much gauge what's happening on SPY. Right, so let's find a good example. Find a day when we were really selling. So if we're looking at this right here, I don't even know what day of the week this was, but looking at the earlier session until like 11 o'clock, you know, we were holding positive ticks. So we were probably uptrending a little bit, not aggressively uptrending, but slowly climbing, if not just consolidating in a range, slowly going up. But going into the end of the day, because we have negative tick readings, look at how strong these readings were. None of them were getting above 0, and we were actually smacking right off of 1500, negative 1500 on the tick, meaning this is very strong selling. So if I had to guess what was happening with SPY going later into the day, we were probably slightly selling off, maybe consolidating a little drift to the downside. But as we started getting later in the day, that selling got very aggressive and the market pulled back. And then it was just very volatile after that. So you can kind of get an understanding just based off of the tick. Like this day looks pretty consolidated, both sides winning, or both sides equal, I should say. Same thing here until, you know, what is this, 11:30. We got some slight selling, but then other than that, pretty much back to break even. So that's how I use the tick. But the main way I like to use it is after news. Do we gap up to a ridiculous tick reading? If that happens, there's a high probability that we pull back to the 0 line, and as a result, the market goes with it, SPY. Or if we have news and we gap down and we're below 1500, the lower the better, there's a higher likelihood that we will bounce and come back up into 0. Or, because what can also happen is SPY can consolidate until this thing hits 0. If it's consolidating and not pulling back when we open up here, there's a good chance that you should not be in the trade. It should like almost immediately start working in your favor if it's like the right time to use the tick. Cool. So before I drop the watch list, as always, none of this is a trading recommendation. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you are not careful. So as always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. Now, I do want to drop 2 things in the chat before I drop the watch list. First one being Mastermind 4 is officially open. If you guys would like to hop in that, the waiting list is out. This is the final mastermind that we're going to be doing this year. So if you guys want to hop in, learn directly from me and a bunch of other amazing traders, I have so much planned for this mastermind and the current mastermind that we're running. So much education. Make sure you guys hop into that. Here's the wait list right there. It's free to sign up to the wait list. And then also make sure you guys check out my book on Amazon, The New Age of Technical. And now, what the heck is my computer doing? Whoa. That was weird. It just typed like 100 C's. And then there's my book for Amazon, The New Age Technical Analysis. Now, as far as the watch list today, let me pull up ES again. Okay, so we're slightly pulling back. We're actually kind of bullflagging right here. Boom. Cool. Let's drop this watch list, and then I will see you guys in Team Bull. Boom. All right, like I said, tick roll is in play. Other fibs that I have on watch, just remember how I drew them. Yes, again, main thing is going to be that 4,200. We'll watch 320. That was pre-market highs on QQQ plus psychological level. So that is what I got as of right now. It's looking like a spine QQQ kind of day. Then maybe we pull back to this level right here. Boom. So I guess I'll hang out for a couple more minutes, answer any questions you guys got, but that is the watch list for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Of course. Of course. Yo, Braden Silver, are you in here? Braden Silver. Of course. Of course. But yeah, as all again, we do have what is it? FOMC today. We got FOMC today. We could just sit here and chop and do nothing. We could have just had that move up and literally just move sideways until FOMC. So just like yesterday, as I always recommend, do not force a trade. If the trade does not work in your favor, you do not force a trade. If the trade is not in A+ setup and it does not give you an entry, then you don't take the trade. If a trade oh my God, I cannot speak. Holy crap. If the trade gives you an entry, use proper risk. If it hits your stop loss, get out. There's always another trade. So A+ setups only. That is it. If the market doesn't give it to you, you don't trade. Come back at 2 o'clock when the minutes come out. My Twitter, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is Car Horns. I am going to drop the link right here so you guys find the right Twitter account. Here's the tweet right there. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna sue him for 10 mil. Anyways, but yeah, let's run it up today. Let's make some money. I'm gonna go get some protein oats and G Fuel up in my system, and I will talk to you guys in Team Bull in like 10 minutes. Again, make sure you guys are subscribed. I go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Give you guys a watch list for free. Plus, on top of that, I have over 1,000 videos on my, or actually 1,100 videos on my channel teaching you on how to trade. So much free education. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and I will see you guys in the morning.